In Kill Me Again, Charlie, played by Brendan Fair, a notorious serial killer known as the Midnight Mangler, finds himself trapped, reliving the same violent night over and over. Initially embracing his grisly urges, Charlie soon becomes desperate to escape the endless nightmare. Kill Me Again is directed by Keith Jardine, the actor, and this film is his directorial debut. And Keith also plays one of the characters in the film, David. Kill Me Again is a pretty solid Groundhog Day type thriller. I'm a sucker for these type of time loop, not comedy, but thrillers. I'm always interested to see how the characters will find a way to get out of the loop. And this film, Kill Me Again, does quite a lot of things to mix up the genre. In the first half of the film, Charlie, played by Brendan Fair, he walks into this cafe and he interacts with many of the people in the cafe. And then when he goes outside of the cafe to have a cigarette, and he tries to kill one of the waitresses who walks outside. And then after he kills the waitress, suddenly he's time warped back into the cafe when he walks into the cafe. So the time loop in this film is very short, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, half an hour at the most. And the location is just one location. It's just this cafe and outside in the car park outside of the cafe. So for me, I only have really one fault with this movie. I did quite enjoy this film quite a bit, but there was only one thing I didn't like about the film is that it got a little bit repetitive, especially about halfway through the film, because the film is just stuck in one location. And Charlie, he reaches a point where he's kind of tired of being in this loop, and he's tried to figure out many ways of getting out of this loop, and he's very frustrated, and this frustration carries on to the viewer, and I just found it a little bit repetitive. I was kind of thinking, okay, I think this film has elapsed its plot, and we should continue try and get out of this loop. But after this frustration for me, there's a character in the film that enters the film, and it's a new character in the film. I won't spoil who it is, but he ends up talking to Charlie, the serial killer, and then Charlie ends up changing his ways. He thinks, okay, maybe if I'm nice to everybody, if I change my serial killer ways, then maybe I can get out of this loop. And it's at that point where the film changes quite a bit. Charlie, played by Brendan Fair, he's very strong in this film. The whole cast in this film is very strong, but Brendan Fair, but it was a bit of a heartthrob in the late 90s, early 2000s, basically known for the Roswell TV series. But he is quite a lot older. He's in his late 40s now, and he really carries this film. He gets to show a whole wide range of emotions, and he really does a great job of carrying the film. And actually, even though he's a very sadistic serial killer, you end up feeling for his character towards the end of the film. And there's a twist maybe 15, 20 minutes at the end of the film, maybe 15 minutes before the end of the film. And it's a twist I never saw coming. I won't spoil what it is, but it really changes the whole outlook of the film. Like once this twist happens, then you're basically going back, thinking back what happened previously in the film and the characters that he meets, and it's a very clever twist, and it's a very very lethargic way to end the film, and it's a really emotional and very impactful way to end the film. And it's not a cheap twist. It really puts a bow on the end of the film and kind of puts everything together. Like there are quite a lot of hints along the way throughout this film, but you don't really understand what they mean until this twist happens. So I thought that was a very well thought out twist that was quite impactful for me. I give Kill Me Again 3.5 stars out of 5. I definitely recommend checking out this film, especially if you're a fan of like time loop type thrillers. This one that has a lot of interesting ideas, and Brendan Fair as Charlie really carries the film. He's quite good in this film, and it does get a little bit repetitive about halfway through the film, but after that repetitiveness goes away, the film does end up a very strong ending, a very nice twisty ending that you won't see coming. So I definitely recommend checking out Kill Me, and it's very entertaining time loop thriller. Thanks for watching. What did you think of Kill Me Again? Please comment below what you thought of the film. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.